Yeah, just for your information, that's not a typo in the title of this video. That's how the cocktail is spelled. I don't get it either. Hello and welcome back to The Cocktail Alchemist. Today we are continuing on with Shannon's book, and I feel like I need a different intro because I feel like I say the same thing over and over. Make sure to put in the comments below what you'd want me to say to start off these videos. Alright, so this one is a very interesting cocktail. I can tell by the ingredients already this is going to be super aromatic, super satisfying, and I'm so excited about this. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so let's start off with our citrus, because cheapest ingredients first. That was an excited lime. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce, need to do the other side. Three-quarters of an ounce of lime juice. Then we're going to do 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. And honey syrup is so underrated in cocktails. It adds a nice body to things, and it adds a savoriness along with the sweetness that people associate with honey. But honey is so much more complex than just sweet. It's not pure sugar. I don't know exactly what the chemical makeup of honey is, but it's delicious. Alright, now we're going to do 1 ounce of passion fruit juice. I happen to use Funkin' passion fruit puree. I like the body that it gives along with the honey. And also it's just the best tasting in my opinion. But if you guys have a favorite passion fruit juice, feel more than free to use that in this cocktail. Next we're going to use an ingredient that I've been loving recently, in a bottle that has lasted me forever. And we're going to do 1/2 ounce of allspice dram. And when I say this bottle is going to last you forever, I mean it. This stuff is powerful, and this is the most I ever see used in a cocktail. 1 ounce is a lot of allspice dram, but I'm sure that this is going to be great. I trust Shannon with any cocktail that she does. I was about to say my life, but I don't know her personally. I'm sure she's beautiful and an amazing person, but let's change the subject and go into 1/2 ounce of Jamaican rum. Specifically, they called for overproof. And again, the book called for rum fire, but I'm going back to Ray and Nephew. It's damn fine. Alright, then we're going to do... Well, the recipe again called for 1/2 ounce of rum agricole, but this plantaray is kind of the closest I got. It's still got a bit of a grassy finish to it, but it's also got that funk from that Jamaican quality that it has. So we're using that, but if you have rum agricole, feel free to use that. Last but not least, we've got a little bit of rum. And by a little bit, I mean 2 ounces of your favorite dark rum. Traditionally, this uses Hamilton 86 Demerara rum, but I was just given this bottle by my grandmother when she visited recently, so I figured, let's try it out for her. Alright, now we're going to do a whip shake on this cocktail. So we're going to grab a couple scoops of ice, put it straight in the tin, and we're going to let that go. I'm feeling the cocktail in here, and I don't even think it calls for a brandy snifter, which I know is bigger, but this is the closest thing I have is an old-fashioned glass. I don't think it's going to be big enough, though. About to find out. God, that allspice dram already smells amazing. Yeah, there's not going to be much ice in here. But just need it for the thumbnail. Alright, now we're just going to pack in as much ice as possible. And if you have the large format brandy snifter that this recipe asks for, this will be a bit easier. But I'm working with what I have here. So, we got that. Alright, now for garnish, we've got some very aromatic garnishes. First off, we've got this admittedly dying mint sprig, but it still smells incredible. And we've got one of my recently favorite garnishes in tiki, some grated nutmeg. This is gonna go great with the allspice dram. And there you guys go. The Kill Devyl Reef. Alright. Shall we try this thing? You know, this is gonna be weird, but I've worked in a kitchen for a couple of years now. This cocktail smells so much like our mashed potato recipe, and that's because of the nutmeg. It's so aromatic. Wow. Oh wow. That's incredible. I'm sure you probably guessed that, but this is just amazing. The passion fruit adds a nice tartness, and it's really bolstering the flavors of lime in a way. The honey syrup balances that out very nicely. We're getting some savory notes from that. And the fact that I use an orange blossom honey to make this syrup just is adding to that citrusy qualities of the lime and even the passion fruit in a way. And you get that allspice dram and the nutmeg together. It's adding a nice spice element, which until I started this month, didn't realize how much I love citrus and spice together. And this rum blend is incredible. I had never even heard of this rum before, but thank you, Grandma, for this. It's actually Venezuelan, now that I'm reading the label completely. That's pretty cool. Alright, there you guys go. The Kill Devyl Reef. Make sure to like and comment, and cheers. Have a good one.